Hey, folks. Welcome to another session of the Era of the Dragons, a little game we like to put on for y'all. Um, my name is Archangelic. Some people call me Mal, and I am going to be the GM tonight. Let's introduce our players. Uh, Silver.
Hi, everybody. I am Silver_Bulette here on Twitch as well as over on YouTube. And tonight I will be playing, as always, Finn Cirrus Roxalar, a gem dragonborn rogue who is just trying to figure out what in the world's happening with this vampiric situation.
Levi.
Hello, I am Levi, and today I will be playing Torsten Pinewalker, the half-elf armorer artificer. We both use he/they pronoun.
Tara.
Hello, my name is Tara and my pronouns are she, her. I am going to be playing a black chromatic dragonborn wizard named Merlin Hendricks, whose pronouns are he, his.
And Jaden.
Hello, everyone. I am Siliqui Jaden. You can find me most places online as Fat Sapphic Bro. I use they, them pronouns. I play the tiefling barbarian Grief, and Grief uses he, they pronouns. Grief also uses a combat wheelchair. I'm an ambulatory wheelchair user in real life, so I like to play that in game. The combat wheelchair is designed by Mark Thompson, who you can find on Twitter at the username Mustangs Art. I'm going to keep calling it Twitter, guys. Sorry. Welcome back to our new space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat that you can click, and it will take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything that we're doing, you can also feel free to join our Discord, which will also be linked in the chat. If you want to play with us or GM for us, you can fill out our TTRPG actual play interest form, which is in the link tree and should also be in the chat. Once you fill out that form, I'll email you back with our TTRPG consent form, and then we can match you with games from there. Please understand we can't necessarily accept everyone, as we want to make sure that our tables all share a good vibe where everyone feels like they can have a good time and feel safe. And it also might take you some time, or take us some time, to get you worked into a game. So just please be patient. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns that you might have. Starting on January 30th, 2024, from 6 to 9 p.m. PST, we will be starting another stream of a Girl by Moonlight game titled An Empty Dream. This campaign will be a shorter run, about 15 episodes, so be sure to check it out and come hang out with us while we play. Also, on most Mondays, Archangelic and I will be streaming the two of us playing video games or board games, and we're starting with Baldur's Gate 3. We streamed it for the first time this past week, and we look forward to continuing. We'd love it if folks came and hung out with us while we play. And finally, we will be taking the last weekend of the month off every month and having no stream on that weekend so that we can work on editing and producing more content for y'all. And I think that is it for announcements. So I'll turn it back to Mal.
Awesome. It's been a while since we've played, and let me give us a recap of what's going on. Dragons have descended on Zarkan and the city has fallen. Our heroes made a hasty escape to join up and with an ally of Billy's, the artificer, Torsten. Billy sent you a letter telling you to cut off the head of the restoration. Upon contemplating that, you decided to make the long journey west to Versailles, the capital of the Elven Republic of Vosna, where you had previously been made aware of the cult's activity. After heading out, you got caught in a storm and took refuge in the small town of Rocky Hollow. You had heard mention that other refugees had made their way there, but had not seen anyone during the day. At night, however, you noticed more folks stirring and making their way into the chapel of Sen. You followed and attended the mass and saw as Father Ilim's daughter, the 8-year-old Hadwin, was handed a jagged stone and became overtaken by some entity. Congregants came up to Hadwin to be healed, and it was revealed that some are healed, but some become vampires. The next day, you spoke to the Archduke Rogziel, who revealed that he was aware of Father Ilim and aware that Father Ilim and others were vampires, and he requested that you handle it for the safety of the region and for the safety of Hadwin. You went to Father Ilim's cottage to confront him, but in response to your psychic taunts, he showed his vampiric power as he drew in fog and rats began to appear around his cottage. You withdrew and reconsidered your plans. You now stand outside the chapel. Night is falling. What would you like to do?
Y'all, we gotta best laid plans, but I don't think having a daylight on our side is necessarily helpful in this case. Somehow.
Yeah, this whoever Vampire 3.0 this guy's turning into I don't think there's a whole lot of environmental advantage that we could get. So plan B was ambush, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do we do it now? Do we just do our best, or what's the plan? How do we want to approach this? I'm not big on plans.
Are we
I
trying
mean,
to ambush Father Ilim in the chapel?
Yeah, by my memory, that's what our backup plan was.
Um,
What are we hoping to accomplish by doing that?
yeah, what is our actual goal here? It's been a really
uh,
long night.
the Archduke talked about the fact that if we end the head vampire, then the rest of the vampires would either be cured or die. I can't remember which, but at any rate, there was something about that. But I don't know if ambushing him at the temple is the greatest idea, because he has a lot of believers, whether or not they are vampires, who show up at the temple. So that might be more dangerous for us.
What did he do to deserve this?
But he's turning the town into vampires slowly. We don't even know if he knows he's doing it, but he's very definitely doing it.
Yeah, and I don't think the people who are being turned are entirely aware of what's going on. They think they're being healed, but
Oh, right. Okay.
yeah.
So
GM,
plan B.
sorry, I just wanted to know, are there other people here right now?
Give me a perception check.
Everybody in the town has been standing around us this entire conversation. No!
14.
With a 14, you're looking around to, you're checking, you're becoming vigilant of what's going on. And you, at this moment, you see that Father Ilim has opened the door to his cottage because you're still kind of in sight of his cottage. And you notice that people are starting to stir in town as the night is coming in, as the sun sets. But they're not just going about their business. There's not that jovial sense in the air. It seems they're starting to slowly crowd around the chapel.
Don't like that.
And you see
Crowd
Father
around.
Ilim makes his way out of the cottage, and with some urgency in his steps makes his way to the short walk to the chapel. If you'll bear with me, I'd like to give you a scene of what you do not see.
Absolutely.
Father Ilim goes into the chapel. He's wringing his hands through his hair, pulling it. He seems agitated, shaking. The stone sits on the altar in the middle of this chapel. He goes and kneels before it. He says, "Something's here. Something's taunting me. Something wants me to pull away from you." And a whisper enters his head. "Then you must end it. I will feed. You will feed. We will all feed. Our hunger will never cease." And then we cut back to you.
So
Do the town resident are they aware that they're being converted into vampires?
That is
yeah,
hard to say. Oh, go ahead.
I didn't realize that was a now character question. I
Oh,
apologize.
yeah, it could be an in character. I read it as out of character because I'm the GM. So
uh,
I think as far as we can tell, they don't totally realize. I'm hesitant to go after him when there are many people around him who may be willing to
Yeah,
fight on his
I,
side.
I agree. That seems like the worst plan. Um, but he just went to the chapel, so we kind of missed our opportunity to not ambush him at the chapel.
Right.
Shall we take a look to see if anyone else is at the chapel?
Is there a back door?
Oh yeah, I found it last time. I can show you where it is.
Excellent.
All
Uh,
right. So what's the
Everybody be
plan?
quiet. Super quiet, okay?
Super quiet game.
We could pretend that we're in need of salvation, like cry and beg and stuff, and then he's
Mm,
outside.
mm, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm. Yeah, we could try that. I mean, if nothing else, he might very well come out, but he also knows that somebody tried to mess with him. Sorry about that.
And the four of the sick people that from out of town approaching him hours after. It's a good idea, not the best timing.
Is this before or after like nightly service, Jim?
This would be before.
Okay. So we could attempt to attend service again. And maybe once people leave, approach him.
Yes. Yeah. Will be any allies slash witnesses slash bystanders, and we have the possibility of catching him off guard.
Remind me, Mal, who was drained at the end of the service? Was it his daughter or him?
His daughter had when seemed
Okay.
it seemed like she didn't have much energy after taking on whatever this being was.
Yeah, and it seems like she's the one who's doing whatever this is, right?
Yeah, you got the impression that she's some sort of vessel for whatever's in this stone.
So do we get the impression that she's like turned into something else, like not human, or that she's like temporarily cursed, possessed type of a situation?
That feels like an arcana check or religion.
I can't say I can do things. I don't 20 on Arcana, non net.
Ooh.
Okay. Um, you get the impression that whatever it is, like it's definitely like using her as like some sort of vessel to communicate or to like cast spells, like, but there's a possibility that whatever it is also like rubbing off on her. That taking on that type of energy doesn't leave cleanly.
Okay.
Can we go into his home and wait for him?
Oh.
Yeah, I was also kind of considering that also um that also kind of hits the point of no townsfolk, and it's not as much catching him off guard, but it still kind of works on that front, so I'm in favor of that as well.
Um, we can also look around during the service and see if there's anything in the building that's giving him power. I'm still a little confused about how vampires work.
Yeah, it would be good to learn what his service is like. It's good to have intel before wild actions.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like if we wait, we make sure the service is started, we go into his house, we dig out everything we can, figure out if there's anything that seems suspicious, anything he's got any sort of magical energy to it that could maybe be helping him, anything that we can take away from his favor before we try to encounter him, the better.
Yeah, I think that's
Merlin
a
is
solid
down with
plan.
that.
Do you think that that it will be noticed that we're not around? Or do you think that maybe they expect that we're resting?
It's more it's more likely that people will assume that we're resting, in my opinion.
Cool. Okay, I think we want to sneak into his house then.
Okay. Give me a group stealth check.
Goodbye.
Yay, group stealth.
14 for grief.
That's
Ooh.
5 for Merlin.
and 7 for Torsten.
22 for Fencerus.
Okay. Yeah, this is about what I expected.
I rattle.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oddly, the barbarian is quieter. So, but you're gonna roll well enough that like no one's going to actively see you. That wasn't already looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't like the way you worded that.
I'm the DM. I'll word it however I like.
I was already looking for you.
It's
Okay.
frightening, but not
Cool,
surprising.
cool. Yes.
It was the innkeeper. He was trying to figure out where we were all day.
Yeah. But yeah, you make your way to the cottage. It's not even locked. You make your way inside. It is dark inside.
Okay. Well, all right. First things first. Fen is going to pull out one ball from her bag of tricks, and she's going to drop it in front of her. That is a 3, which means there's a badger in the room.
A badger.
Badger!
New one.
I start sniffing the air, looking for food.
Secondly, now that I've got a badger companion, I am going to unsheath my rapier to create some light in the room. Not a ton of light, but at least we have some light in here.
All
Which
right.
is 10 feet? No, 15 feet. Bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for another additional 15 feet.
Okay. That's more than enough to illuminate this space. It seems to be a single room cottage. There is there's clearly the bed where Father Ilim sleeps. There's a smaller bed where Hadwin sleeps. No one is here at the moment. There is a dining table. There's just a central table in the room next to the hearth where there are plates and books and papers and just it seems to be just a collection of things that have been dropped here. Um there is the hearth, there is various storage and cabinets.
Right. Ben is gonna start by checking to see if they are locked and or trapped, but he's gonna check the cabinet. She's going to check the cabinets. It's been a while since I played this character. My goodness.
Yeah, it's been a couple months, so you haven't played in a while.
She her. Right. Got it.
That you go through the cabinets. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I don't have a magical sense, so I can't look for anything glowing. But anything that is odd to keep in a cabinet in my mind, which should I'm picturing parchment being in there as a normal thing,
Mm-hmm.
but so anything that's like, I don't know, this seems like just a very boring thing to keep in a cabinet tucked away. Something like that.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that went well. That's a hang on. With a +9 to investigation, that's an 11.
11. Okay. Um, we're back in rare form today. So,
Woo!
you're looking through, you find various dishes, you find food, um, dry goods and things in the cabinet. Um, you find
That kind of
the
cabinet. I'm an idiot. Got it.
yeah, it's like this is a cottage. It's not like there's not a desk in here. You think that, something like that would probably be in the actual chapel.
Yeah.
But there
Is
the an old book of like homilies and things to Sen is tucked away in here. Notes are um kind of tucked into it, kind of gently wrapped in a strap of leather and tucked away back into this cabinet.
I'm gonna pull out that the book if I can. Hopefully
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt me. but we're gonna do it.
No, it does not hurt you.
Oh, good.
You see that it has the like sheaths of wheat that represent sin, and you open it up, you unwrap this leather and open it up, and there is just in the margins and sometimes spilling over into the text, it seems to be the writing of Father Ilim, things about seeing visions of its hunger. It only ever refers to it. It refers to it over and over. It hungers, it desires. Hadwin has a connection to it. You search through, you find at some point he makes note that Hadwin brought it to him. She found it near one of the abandoned mines, and that when he observed it, it whispered to him, but he didn't understand it then. The notes are all over. You get disjointed stories about it, about his discussions with it. And one day Hadwin, at some point in these notes, it says Hadwin held the rock and it spoke to him through her, told him that he was very ill and that he would die soon, but that it could offer a longer life for him and his daughter. He says the notes just kind of in there. There's more scrawlings through this about how hungry he has become. He feels more alive than ever, but he can't go out in the sun anymore. There are uh, messages about that he is voracious, but no food, no drink will fill his belly. And these just continue on to the point that at some point in the book, the page is just blacked out with hungry, hungry, hungry.
Okay, so and this is in everybody's mind because I still don't know if anyone else is around, but just in everyone's mind, I say, bad news. We've run into a shining situation in the back here. Just a heads up.
The well-known play, The Shining.
Yes, yes.
My favorite.
You know that
excuse me,
elven play, The Shining? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we're creepy. I'd like to use magic awareness.
Oh, okay.
Do you need me to read it to you?
Yeah.
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
In here, this book is it's basically an arcane focus. You don't get anything specific off of it, but you get that magic has been channeled through it, but it seems dim. It's not like other magic you've seen. You don't really get any other sense of any magical items in here.
Can I kind of wander around his place and see if anything pings?
Yeah, it's easy to do. It's not, you said you can see it within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That would basically encompass this whole cottage.
Oh, okay, cool.
It is not a large space by any means. It is a very humble place.
May
All right, so I
Merlin
would-
use his... Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just going to share with the party that I would just relay that to the party.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Merlin would like to use his Wand of Secrets.
Wand of Secrets. Okay. What does the Wand of Secrets allow you to do?
See if there's a secret door or trap within 30 feet.
There are no secret doors or traps.
Oh.
No, there's nothing hidden in here.
I mean, I guess that's good.
We've had
Is there
enough surprises.
anything?
Okay.
Is there anything under his mattress?
Under his mattress, you don't find much of anything. You find a small satchel of his coins, gold and silver, copper. It's pretty meager. It's probably all told, it accounts for like 4 gold worth of savings.
Reminder, Mal, I found the priest underneath his bed? Is that how I first encountered him?
He had piled all the blankets on top of him to keep the sunlight off of him.
Okay. Not underneath the bed though, just like on top of the bed, but with okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. All right.
As you're observing all of this, anyone could give me a religion check.
Uh,
Have we seen the rock on him or on Hadwood?
You have seen the rock. The rock was presented to Hadwin at the mass you were in. It stays on the altar in the chapel.
Gotcha.
I'm putting that dice away. That was a natural 1, so 4 for religion.
19.
19. Okay.
Beautiful. 9 for me.
I had a 4.
Okay. What vampires need most of all is a place of rest. This seems to be as mundane and as humble as this place is. This has become his designated place of rest. If he is hurt or damaged, he can flee to this place to recover himself.
Catch the beast in the nest. I think during this time, Torsen is going to go through Howland's stuff, just look for like personal effects, just so that's important to her because part of our goal is to get Hadwin out, and we're probably gonna have to make a quick escape. So it's like, okay, what would this child not be able to like live without?
Yeah. So as far as Hadwin's things in here, you find that there's one fine dress that she has. Um, there's a couple of changes of just normal clothes that seem to be dirty, unwashed at this moment. Um, there is there are a few like corn husk dolls that have been like given small clothes and things and painted that seem to be carefully laid on her bed as if she laid them there, but there's not really a whole lot here for her, and she seems to be probably off playing with her friend, the archduke's daughter.
Torsen will like collect that in a way that it can be gently moved out for the quick escape. Also, I have the bag of holding infusion, but I haven't actually purchased anything to use that on. So if it's possible to find like a satchel or a burlap bag, just kind of like find that and use it for this purpose.
Oh yeah, that's easy to do. Yeah, there's definitely um a there's definitely like a sack in here that, probably some dry goods came in at some point.
Torsten just going to like get some metal bits and bobs and effectively make like a metal cinch for it with some rings in it. I believe that. Let me just double check how much time that takes. Leaves in action.
How much time do we have left until the service is over?
Oh, it's about nightfall. The mass usually happens closer to midnight, so you have a couple hours.
Okay, so when I finish a long rest, so I'll put Howland's things in the sack, but I won't be able to do anything else with it until my long rest.
Sounds good.
Do we need to long rest right now?
No, the magic stuff is for later.
Overall, you get the impression that this is a once humble man who has had something happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Merlin decides to look through every single thing in the cottage.
You open up all the cabinets, you do not find anything of note. This is just a cottage. So using that video game logic here, just open everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey. Speaking of things, there are like scraps of food around somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Right.
various dry goods. You imagine there's probably a root cellar out back for, things that need to stay cooler.
Good. I'm just grabbing a couple of scraps and I'm gonna go down and go, all right, Sir Badgeston, here, have some snacks here. You're gonna hang out underneath that bed. Go right over there for now, okay? And be quiet. All right.
The badger like gladly goes into the hole. and just looks, just like gets in position to pounce on something.
Good, Sir Badgestone. Good job.
Thorson just like glares at where the badger is, like looks back to Fens, like, is that a difficult thing for you to do?
This is a new play. Normally I just pull one of the creatures out and throw it at the enemies and just hope.
Fascinating. And
Yeah,
Thorson
this
just go,
bag's kind of weird. I don't know. Useful though.
I'll take whatever tools we could get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we're comfortable in his cottage, how should we see or forecast how ambushing would go?
Yeah, are
Like,
we looking to just like jump him or are we looking to try and talk to him?
where he like attempts to open the door and we just shut it closed with a lot of power.
I was
Um,
thinking jump him, honestly.
I
Drug
like
him.
I think he's too far. I mean, I've read pretty exclusively over this book. He's really far gone. If you want to take a look at it, it's like the notes are his, and it's frightening.
Yeah, I'll flip
I don't
through it.
think he's gonna be able to get pulled back.
Yikes.
Yeah, the all this scrawled writing over beautiful songs about the joys of working in the field, reaping your labor of bountiful harvests, and over this is just hungry written all over.
Well, that's incredibly disconcerting.
Yeah, but also it seems like I don't know. I interacted with Hadwin not that long ago, and she doesn't seem like she's all gone yet.
Yeah.
But she's gonna, if the same thing happens tonight that happened yesterday, she's gonna be drained. He's gonna be fine. How do we protect her while ambushing him? That's the big question right now.
Let's tie him up in the cottage, go back to the chapel, and steal the rock.
Yeah, I think we need to get our hands on that rock for sure.
I'm not sure what we do with it.
Well, that
Um,
was something that the Archduke was worried about. He was worried about us just grabbing the rock. We proposed that to him, and he was like, "Don't do that," because he was worried
Okay.
about vengeance.
Yeah.
Vengeance from whom?
From Father Ilim, from the implications was that like Father Ilim was going to lose it if we just grabbed the rock and ran.
We don't have to, and we could grab the rock and bludgeon his skull with it,
Wow.
right?
Wow. I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe.
A different order than what I was thinking, but we are doing both of those things.
So matter of fact about bludgeoning someone to death. Uh,
No, maybe we just drop the rock on his head and it turns him into a different person for a little bit.
how big is
Pretty
this
sure that's
rock?
how that works.
Oh, it is pretty big. Okay.
about
Definitely.
the size of an American football.
Substantial, and for a stone, that'd be pretty heavy.
Yeah, definitely bludgeon to death possible. Definitely.
So before any fire or anything like that happens, rest Hadwin away, get her as close to safety as we can, then neutralize Father Ilim.
Out there,
What?
did you
Okay.
say mutualize?
Neutralize.
Neutralize. Okay.
Uh, thought we had a Merlin had a kind of a good idea earlier. I thought, but it was outside of the chapel. What if we let Father Ilim put down his daughter, and then one of us calls out for help out here once he's put down his daughter for sleep? Draw him outside, not be in his cabin where he gets seemingly power or something, but like outside of it. And then we ambush him outside, but here and like behind the house, so it's not like the town can see it or anything. Does that make
That
sense?
Not
could
as
work.
easily. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. Very good.
That way we can
Well,
protect Hadwin a little bit better.
for
are we
sure.
questioning him or like, bludgeoning him? Are we gonna tie him up?
I honestly think we have to take him out. I don't see another course of action. I maybe I'm crazy, but I think again, I think he has been absorbed into whatever this is to the point he's past the point of no return, I think.
Yeah, Torsten would have like read the book over Grief's shoulder, so he'll say, "This doesn't seem like not as rational as we would hope."
Yep. And I mean, like, I will say I didn't do a great job of impersonating his god, but I tried to turn him away from his bad ways, and his response was to get very angry and get shadowy and try to attack whoever was outside. I did not say I didn't threaten him or anything like that. His just immediate response to, "Hey, you need to turn away from your bad ways," was, "I will kill you."
Yeah, fair, fair.
It's unfortunate, but it's, it's if you ask me, it's what must be done.
Yep. So I don't know who wants to do the calling. I've already been in his head. Do I sound like me when I'm in your head?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Usually,
Okay. Should not be me calling out for help then. Just gonna throw that out there.
fair. Fair.
He'll recognize me.
Merlin volunteers.
All right.
Great. Okay, let's find a good ambush spot outside then.
yeah.
Spot
And
we can
carefully
hide.
Fenn's gonna go outside. Like look around cautiously. Oh, hey, Sir Badgestone. I know I told you to go down there. Follow me.
Kind of like digs at the floor a little bit and like works its way out. This little stodgy little creature comes follows you.
Yeah. Good, Sir Badgestone. Here, have another snack. Here you go. Here you go.
We could write something scary on his walls for when he comes back, so he can become, that's when he becomes frightened. So it'd be less of an ambush. Get some warning. I don't know how beneficial
But
that
we
would
want
be.
to we want to make sure that he puts Hadwin to bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
true,
You know what
true,
I
true,
mean?
Yeah.
true, true.
So someone has to be presumably in here to signal Merlin.
That might be best for you to do, Finn, because you can do the head talking. And you are stealthier, so you could probably hide in the
Yeah.
house, maybe.
Are there any looking around the cabin, are there any like windows or openings into the cabin that I could maybe
Yeah.
peek through?
Yeah, there are I'll say there's like 3 windows into
Okay.
this cottage. So
Okay, I will pick whichever window has an angle to Hadwin's bed, but also is farthest away from the village, if there is a window like that.
yeah,
And I will.
yeah. Yeah, there's like there'd be a window like kind of the front, so that you can still see out to the path to the chapel and the village from there.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, Fen, that you said that's in the front though, right? At front of the house where the door is.
Yes.
Okay. Fenn's gonna hang out for now behind the house. Um, work her way between some things to hide and listen for the door opening up in front.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
As
Well, hold on. That was want to be accurate about this stealth. That's a 31.
whew,
Wait, was that a nat 20?
Super
It
hidden.
was.
Amazing.
hot diggity.
Beautiful.
Fenn's gone.
Hmm.
Blended in. All right.
Dissolve.
As we're getting into position, Torsten's going to keep the sack, but try to place Hadwin's stuff where she left it, as to not arouse suspicion.
Mm. So
Would
remind me
he?
this plan. Like what is the full plan here? Since I've been kind of getting bits and pieces of y'all's plan.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. So Finn is gonna look out at a window
Yes. So
and wait. Oh, go ahead, Finn. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, once I hear the door open, I'm gonna move from my hidden spot silently around to the window so I can watch for Hadwin being tucked away in bed. Once Father Ilim is no longer touching her in any shape or form, I'm going to signal Merlin wherever he is and then move back to my hiding spot more, ready for the ambush. And that's my part of it.
The rest of us will be
Is-
waiting outside, kind of hidden. And then Merlin will
Should
come
Merlin
out. Go for it.
should Merlin have his staff, or should that be hidden?
I would, I'd probably still have it with you. Like,
Okay.
maybe, I don't know if you want to like play like fell or got stuck or,
Mm-hmm.
in hopes of getting him outside.
And then once we have his attention, does everyone attack?
I
Yes,
think
we pull
once
him.
he's outside, you want to try and pull him outside closer to you and out of his cottage. And then we'll jump him, I guess, from there.
Yay.
So the plan is to wait till after the sermon tonight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and Torsten and Grief give me stealth checks. You wait. You don't see. Oh, actually, yeah. First give me stealth as you're kind of hiding. So
15.
That's going to be a nat one for grief
good.
for a whopping 2.
Okay. Give me perception checks as you are. Actually, all of you. You're all in good positions to give me perception checks.
Okay.
The
Perception.
whiplash
Sorry, go
Got it.
ahead.
perception. So that was a nat 20 for perception.
Terrible at
For a
hiding, but
23.
We perceiving. Write it down.
A whopping,
that was a 16 for Fen.
a whopping 8.
Also an 8.
Okay. With a nat 20. So you wait. The sermon goes. Father Ilim calls in the people. Many of them still just stand outside and they watch the door to the chapel. They sit still. They sit in almost like they're standing in almost like reverence, looking at this. You with a nat 20, um, as some of their eyes move, you see the glint of like when you catch like a cat's eye in the light, that reflective retina of some of these villagers just standing outside of the chapel. If you, after a while, you notice the sermon goes on, people come out of the sermon and they begin searching the entire town. They have torches, are looking for something, someone. You're not sure. They are searching, but Father Ilim holds Hadwin as you guessed that she is tired and drained from the experience of whatever happened in there that you were not privy to. He brings her to the cottage. Fen, you can kind of hear through one of the open windows, the slightly ajar window. He says, "You stay here. I'll find whoever, I'll find those interlopers. They're here to hurt us. You rest." And he lays her in bed and he exits the cottage.
Does he follow the people with the torches?
He begins to move towards them. What would you like to do?
Oh my.
They are like more in the town itself, not back here near the cottage.
Um,
Only Father Ilim is back here.
I mean, I will have signaled Merlin when I see that he's no longer connected to Hadwin, and then I'm also going to, like, in everybody's head, say, he said something about interlopers. And I've seen some people looking around the town with torches. We may have seconds, not minutes. Heads up.
And as you get that signal, we're going to take a break. We are going to take just a 10 to 15-minute break. You know, deal with your body, get some food, get some drink, come back, and we'll be back in a few. Bye, y'all. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you are all prepared for more vampire shenanigans. Um, so Father Ilim, this vampire, um, has laid Hadwin down to sleep and has exited his cottage and is looking around. Merlin, you have got the signal that he was talking about interlopers, and but he is in position according to your plan.
Merlin is on the ground, faking a strange contortionist look to his legs.
All right, give me a
And he
performance check. Performance or deception, whichever you want.
performance. 12.
12. You all are kind of looking. He's not actively looking. He sees Merlin and is just easily distracted by that, despite the terrible hiding from grief. And doesn't notice you, and but he moves with an almost unnatural quickness towards you, Merlin. And it says, you're the ones here to ruin everything. And
Whoop.
I'm going to say, let's roll for initiative. Let me pull up the map here.
Oh no.
I don't have much
Our
room on this.
plan!
I don't have much room outside the chapel, on this map, so you'll have to forgive me.
Oh no. Oh dear.
We'll say we'll put you back here.
Then it's not gonna be helpful.
I can't tell him that I'm in need of salvation.
He has seen you all before. Like you've
Yes,
been
he
in
has.
town.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I was hoping he didn't associate me with them. Dang it.
I rolled a 22.
A 22. Okay. All right.
Ben
Fen.
got an 8.
Excellent. Torsten.
13.
13.
Oh, there we go.
All right. And Grief.
16.
Roll for Father Ilim. So, Merlin, you get to act first.
Good.
You have made yourself prone.
Not good.
Merlin gets up and grows taller, holding his mighty staff where the top is becoming more illuminated and bright. And he looks down at Father Ilim and says, "Oh, you presumptuous sword!" And firebolt.
Oh.
Okay. He is right on top of you. You will be rolling this at disadvantage, but because that is a ranged spell attack. So go ahead and roll your spell attack at disadvantage.
Got a 4.
He moves with an unnatural quickness and dodges out of the way of your firebolt. And he says, "You are going to ruin everything. Everything we've built. Its hunger knows no bounds." And like you can see the fangs almost like as he's talking, extending. And it's going to be anything else you would like to do, Merlin?
Can I slap him?
You know what? I'll let you do an unarmed strike against him. Yes, why not? You can make an unarmed strike. It is just roll d20 plus your strength.
22.
All right. On your sheet there should be where it says how much damage your unarmed strike does under attacks. Let me take a
Bludgeoning?
look. Yeah. You said you were slapping him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm having it pulled up. So unarmed strike. Oh, yeah. You do 3 damage to him. Okay. I was like, yeah, I'll let the wizard slap him. Why not?
Thank you.
Just 3 damage. Excellent. It's going to be Father Ilim's turn. Let's see here. He is not in sunlight or running water. So, okay. Vampire makes 2 attacks, only one of which can be a bite. So, he is going to reach back and try and make an unarmed strike against you. Merlin, that is an 11 to hit. I don't believe that hits
Oh,
your armor class.
okay. No, my armor class is 15.
Okay. However, he is going to reach in for a bite. That is a 25 to hit. Oh, no, sorry. No, he cannot bite you. He needs to grapple you first. So
Okay.
he's going to attempt to grapple you.
Yeah, okay.
He is going to make an athletics check. You can make an athletics or acrobatics check to contest it.
Athletics, 22.
Okay, you managed to avoid his grapple. Um, that will be his turn for now. Yes. So, and that will bring us to Grief's turn.
All right. First of all, I would like to rage.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll your wild magic.
Choice.
What's a 20?
A 20. A bolt of light shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet must succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded till the start of your next turn.
Perfect. The father, please.
Okay, to make con save, let's see, saving throws. Rolled a 14. I don't know what your
Oh, I don't. What do you need from me?
it's your rage saving throw, which is 8 plus proficiency plus constitution.
13.
13. So he does
So he
succeed.
saved.
Yeah. But you can do it. You can use your bonus action every round to do it again until your
Okay.
rage ends.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to move over
And that's not one of those half damaged lightnings, right?
No, no.
Okay.
with my greatsword. Oh, that's only a 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay. That's all I can do then. Or
Okay.
no, wait. If I'm raging, I can try a second hit, correct?
Well, no, you're just level 5. You have 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. So that's just part of that. It's not part of the raging.
Correct.
I'll get this one. Oh, never mind. That's a nat 1.
Again, moves with a strange quickness for a man of the cloth. So that will be is that it for your turn? Okay. He is seeing now that he is crowded. He's going to use one of his legendary actions to move, and I'm going to move him this way. He's going to circle around to not be in range because he wants to. Yeah, he thinks the wizard's more vulnerable than you are. So, Torsten, it is your turn.
Fun times. So I will move 30 feet. So 30 feet would give me about here, correct?
Yeah, somewhere in this range. If you want to get here, you can.
Perfect.
You
That
can
did
also.
not move me. I'm sorry. I am new to this program.
That's okay. The one to move, click on the person at the top left,
Oh,
and then yeah,
there we are.
I'll get rid of these for you.
Thank you. So 30 feet's about here.
You can get right up on him if you want.
Oh, I can? Wow.
Mhm.
In which case, it is time to do punching.
Okay.
As Torsten runs up, he does the Henry Cavill arm reload. As like these bits of metal grow over his gauntlets, and I will use the Guardian Armor Thunder Gauntlets. That's a 21 for this attack.
821. Definitely hits.
All right, that is roll the damage, please. There we are. A 9 thunder damage on that one, and a 25 for attack number 2.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
8 thunder for that. And I don't have any bonus actions I want to do right now, so that would be my turn.
Okay. Awesome. He is going to use his second legendary action to make an unarmed strike against you, Torsten, and try and grapple you. A 19.
That hits.
Okay, you are grappled by him.
Hooray!
Oh.
So, all right. Ben, it is your turn.
Okay. Yay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. A step and a step, and I'm gonna throw a ball of fuzziness directly at his head. Which turns into a question mark. Oh no. Okay, that's a low number. Hold on. We're looking at a giant rat pops out. I don't know if you want me to roll for attack to hit him in the face with it, but up to you.
Wait, oh, you threw a friend? Oh, okay.
Yes, I sorry, yes, I'm throwing a bag of tricks animal at him, specifically apparently a giant rat.
Excellent. Um, awesome. Giant rat.
Uh
Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack with the giant rat.
okay, will do. That was an 18. I don't know if I have proficiency in giant rat throwing, but it's an 18 on the die.
An 18 is enough. So,
Okay. uh
it has pack tack. So it gets advantage because there's an ally.
uh Ratty, cling to his face. Stay there. And and I can't hide because I just gave Ratty an order, but Fenn's gonna hide behind this bush nonetheless.
Awesome.
And Sir Badgestone will point in the direction. I can't give a second order to another animal, but I'm going to point towards join the fight.
Right. Okay. I forgot that he was here. Like roll they act on your turn. So, but yeah,
Yes.
now the badger's there. So, beautiful. Doesn't really have any other legendary actions to use. Merlin, it is your turn. You are muted.
Merlin would like to cast Disguise Self to look like an extraterrestrial.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
Can
your action.
okay. Are there other actions I can do right now?
Well, that would be your action unless you have a bonus action to do. So you can decide if that's what you actually want to do or if you want to cast the spell to hurt him or something. So
I see. I cast Acid Breath Weapon and not shapeshifting into an extraterrestrial.
okay. All right, you're using your acid breath. All right.
Yes.
Read me what that does.
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of magical energy in a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 1d10 damage of the type associated with your chromatic ancestry. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage. This damage increases by 1d10 when you reach 5th level, 2d10.
Yep.
Etc.
Okay, so he will make a dex save. Dexterity save.
Ratty got a
Yes.
22 dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah. Well, given the way things are here, I think Ratty can avoid getting hit with the line.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, I think it'll be fine. Father Ilim got a 21 on his dex save. So roll your 2d10 and he will take half.
13, so 6.5, or 6 or 7.
6. Always round down. That's pretty good. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, how does he look when he's attacked?
The acid actually hurts him. He seems to have some resistance to certain things, but everything else unloaded at him really hurts him. So,
Does he look like he's in agony? Like his face scrunched up? Is he screaming?
um, give me a quick insight check.
22.
A 22. You do not get the sense that he is agonizing over the pain of what's being done to him. The agony on his face is that he is giving into a hunger that is deep in him. So his face is scrunched. He's like hurting, and but his fangs have shown themselves, something you've never seen on him. And yeah, he is trying to bite into someone. So if that's all for you, Merlin, it would be Father Ilim's turn. And he's going to attempt to take a bite out of Torsten. That is a 22, no, sorry, a 28 to hit.
Whoa.
A 22 would have also hit.
Okay. So first it does 7 piercing and 14 necrotic
Okay.
damage.
7 plus 14,
That-
so no resistance.
Mal, was there any disadvantage for the rat being on his face, or did Ratty not get up to the face yet?
You rolled pretty well. I will give it disadvantage. Let's see if it still hits. That is an 18 to hit. Does that meet your armor class?
Probably still.
Okay.
Beats by 1.
Okay. Then it still hits. So
Yeah. The original's
You'll-
already marked. Good looking at them.
your hit point maximum is reduced by 14.
Howie.
As for the first time, this vampire is drinking blood.
Oh no. Drinking Torsten's blood?
Correct.
Oh boy. Oh
Has
boy.
pulled him in. The fangs sink into you, and he starts to feed. It is inelegant. It is messy. And he is going to pull away and look at you, and he is going to try and charm you. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Torsten.
That's fun, actually. How's a 15 do?
That is not enough. You are charmed by the vampire. You regard the vampire as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected.
Mhm.
You you take the vampire's requests and actions in the most favorable way you can, and it is a willing target for the vampire's bite attacks.
Great.
Um,
Uh,
so anything harmful. So if anything harmful happens to you, you can repeat the saving throw.
okay.
Otherwise, it lasts 24 hours or until the vampire is destroyed. So,
good.
Oh, that's fun.
and he will let you go. You are no longer grappled.
He visibly stumbles for a bit and just kind of looks glassy-eyed for a moment.
Grief, it is your turn.
So if Torsten takes any damage, he can re-roll.
If the vampire or the vampire's allies damage Torsten,
Oh, so we can't. Okay.
correct.
Fantastic. Well, shit, buddy. We're gonna have to figure that one out. I'm gonna attempt to come hit Father Ilim.
Okay.
That's only a 12, a 13.
Neither of those is enough.
Man, I'm doing great. Let me see if I can find a better die for next turn.
He is going to use his legendary action to try and kill this rat that's bothering him. Need to click that twice.
bad.
It is a natural 20.
Oh yeah,
hit.
that's gonna hit. Yeah.
Yeah. And this rat is going to take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh poof. Yeah, poof right away.
All right. Torsten, it is your turn. He says, help me stop them. We are going to take over. The hunger will know no bounds.
Your command, it is done. Okay. Grief is the one that's actively attacking right now, so Torsten's gonna hit him. So that's 22 to hit Grief with the Thunder Gauntlets.
That'll
Of
definitely hit.
course.
Naturally. 11 Thunder. The 17 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And 6 Thunder. And then for his bonus action, let me double check. Read this right. Yeah. Torsten's going to touch a glyph on like the center of the chest piece, and there's going to be like a little bit of energy get glowing off of him. as he gets 6 temp HP using the Guardian Armor defensive field. And that is my turn.
Excellent. I love that this is the first combat we have with you, and
It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
You can't write this stuff.
no, let's see. He's gonna move away. He can move. He's gonna use his legendary action to move up to its speed, which is 30. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It moves around the corner here. Trying to get to the other villagers. He thinks you have that handled for now. So that's gonna be that. Fen, it is your turn.
Well, I had a different plan. That just went out the window. Okay. Knifey, here we go. Psychic Blade. Hold on. Hold tight. Give me a second. Breath weapon. Psychic. 2d10. Oh, no. God, no, I gotta save that for later. Okay, yeah, knifey. Throwing a blade. Trying to hit his face. Hopefully he didn't notice me as he came around the corner.
I'm gonna say no, he did not.
Okay. So I think that gives me advantage.
Yeah,
All right.
at least on
I
the
don't
first
remember
one.
these things. Well, yeah, fair. A 3 versus an okay, so an 11 plus numbers. Hang on, I shouldn't have moved from that page. That would be 19 to hit
That'll
for
hit.
the first one. Sweet. That is a sneak attack. Yay. Which means how many damage? I never keep track of these things. Where are you at, sneak attack? 3d6. Okay. 2, 4, 11 plus. So that first attack does 16 damage.
Nice.
Now he's noticing me, so just the one die. Oh, and it's much lower. That's a 14 on the second swing. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. No, I lied. What did I just say? 14? That was 17.
17 hits.
Sweet. Not as much damage, but that's okay. That's still that's 9.
9.
9 damage.
And these are psychic damage?
Yes.
Oh, y'all have too many elemental damage.
I knifey his face, and then I'm going to run around to the other side of the bush. And I'm gonna try to stealth my way in here with my bonus action so that I disappear on him.
All right.
Hopefully. Actually, you
stealth.
know what? Did I notice I was here? Did I notice? I probably noticed my friend attacking my friends.
Yes,
Is that
you
accurate?
would have. Yeah.
Okay. I'm disappearing straight up into the bush.
Yeah, give me stealth.
Or at least trying to. Here we go.
Typical rogue behavior.
That would be a 20 total.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you are well hidden. Right. So, he's gonna
And
use
Badstone looks at me like, what do you want me to do? I don't understand.
are they supposed to do anything? They just take the dodge action, right? If they're not given anything.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I think so. That's typical.
That seems right. Until it's like seems to be being actively attacked by something, it's just gonna kind of defend itself.
Yep. Banana phone plays gently in the background. Okay, he's gonna use his other legendary action to keep on moving. And he's going to shout out to some of the people here, and they are going to roll into initiative as some vampire spawns are added to the combat. And that is the end of Fen's turn. All right, we got vampire spawns. What's the fastest way for them to get? Probably through the church.
They all shout bats and they jump into the sorry, what?
Form of a bucket of water.
Yeah. Excellent. Merlin, it is your turn.
Yes. Merlin is in a rage. He screams to the sky, runs up to Father Ilim, screaming, "You shall never escape!" Uses his quarterstaff to fuck out of him.
Okay,
Hopefully.
he has managed to get some distance in between you. And he is around the building from you. So,
Oh, I see.
yeah, he's over here.
Collides with a wall.
Yeah, you have to kind of move yourself down and then around because there are walls there. Yeah, so you would have to dash in order to get that far. So you would not have any actions. If you wanted to come like basically down around where Finn was, you could use a ranged attack, but it's up to you.
So
But
I can't be where I'm at right now.
you can, you would use your entire turn doing that.
I will use Firebolt.
I'm gonna say, Torsten, you get an attack of opportunity on
I was
Merlin.
gonna say, yeah, and this will be with the Thunder Gauntlets. If I have any other weapons, I don't have them equipped. Oh, come on. There's a 26 hit.
Merlin, what's your armor class?
15
Okay. All right. You're gonna take some damage, Merlin.
from Firebolt.
No. Torsten, basically you moved away from Torsten, and Torsten's not your friend right now, so he took a swing at you.
Yeah, there's my control happening. So that's 11 thunder damage.
So am I allowed an action?
No, you still get your action. You just took this damage first. So you take the 11, and now you can cast your firebolt.
15?
15 is not enough to hit. Your armor class is 16. So your firebolt misses. But he looks back to you and he says, "You could easily just join. It would be so much easier. We could take over this entire world. The Hungry One will show you the way."
Do I have a bonus action?
You do have a bonus action. I don't know if you have anything that can be used in that bonus action.
It says 2-weapon fighting.
That's if you make a weapon attack, you can do another weapon attack. Yep. Wizards are usually one and done. So
Okay.
yeah. Cool. All right. But that will bring us to Father Ilim's turn. And he is going to summon the Children of the Night. All right. So he's going to summon 5 swarms of bats or rats.
Oh,
Well, no,
good God.
he's outdoors. Hold on a second. He's going to call in some wolves.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
That's too many wolves.
That's
That's
enough
more
slices.
wolves. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of wolves. So he's going to bring in 10 wolves.
uh-huh.
The call creatures arrive in 1d4 rounds. So you hear wolves howling in the background, and they will get here in 2 rounds. So that's his first action. His second action will be to, what else can he do? He's going to turn into a tiny bat. Try and get away from y'all because he's not doing so good.
For a second, I was like, oh, there's a token for the stone. We can just grab it. Nope, that's a vampire spawn.
Yep. Okay. And then he's going to move the bat speed, fly 30 feet. Okay. Or was that too far? Cool. Excellent. So now we got vampire spawns doing their thing. So, okay. Grief, it is your turn. Torsten is the only one here with you.
Yep. I will go ahead and take the opportunity attack because I'm gonna move away.
Torsten has already used his reaction, so
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna use dash action. My walking speed is 40, so I can
yeah. I'll move your token.
right.
I got it. I can
Yeah.
move you through walls. So
Oh, right. Yeah, you got the GM powers.
yep.
Sweet. That's it, really.
Oh, you dashed. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I dashed in order to get closer to him.
Okay. If you do not take damage before the beginning of your next turn, you will lose rage. So just reminding you.
I'm sorry, say again.
If you do not take damage before the start of your next turn, you will lose your rage.
Shit, right. Okay.
Did Torsten try to attack him, or is that he didn't have another attack
He
of
didn't have,
opportunity?
yeah, not another attack of opportunity.
Gotcha.
So. Oh, you do have the bonus action light beam though.
Ah!
You have your rage ability still.
Oh,
grief.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it needs to
Oh
make
yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Let's do that. What do I
I
have
thought you
to
were
do?
talking about Torsten. I was like, what?
Yeah, me too. I was
mean,
very
guess he
confused
could
for a minute
damage
there,
him.
but
I
no, it
guess.
needs to make a con save. So, but it's a bat
Oh.
right now. So let me see.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 0. I'm not even gonna make you roll damage. It has 1 hit point. It is a bat. So
Fantastic.
actually roll damage because I think it rolls over from
It'll roll
polymorph.
into.
Yes.
What is the damage die here?
It is 1d6 radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
Nice.
Radiant damage, you say. The shreds, you say.
That is 3 on the die.
Okay. So he'll take 2. Restore transformation. Oh, it got rid of my custom icon
yeah,
for
he
him.
changed. My God, Father Ilim, you've changed. You're not the man I knew.
Curse
Yeah, he
sure
had a
does
custom
move quick.
token, but now he's showing off who he truly is. So
Yeah, that's fair.
that's Grief's turn.
Was he far up in the air or staying fairly close to the ground? Out of curiosity.
He was trying to get away, so he kind of just stayed level. So
Okay, all right. No, fair. I was just going to say I was curious about plunging or falling damage, but if he was staying level, he's not falling that far.
no, he didn't fall far enough. Excellent. He will use I lost him in initiative. Okay. So, he will use a legendary action to he can't do anything. Never mind. He's gonna stay still. So, Torsten, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. So, Torsten is going to basically follow Grief. Let's see, 30 feet would give me about here, I believe. Oh, then it's gotta go here and then here. Oh, I- is it trio wall?
I don't know. I'll move you.
Okay, thank you. And then
I made this map like 3 months ago, so I don't remember what's a wall or not anymore.
valid. And kind of taking measure of the situation, he knows that he lost track of a couple people. Would it spend my action to like search for Fen?
Okay, roll a perception check. So
That's right, attack somebody. That's a 6. I don't see a dang thing.
nope.
That's a nat 1, baby.
All right.
So yeah, if that is my action, it's like, well, my purple former friend is this way and just attacked Father Ilim. So it's gonna tunnel vision.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here, folks.
As we as you come to the end of a turn, he's gonna use the legendary action to run up on Grief. But we are at 9:30. This combat still has a little ways to go. So as Father Ilim swoops over Grief and just goes into grab to take a bite. That's where we're going to end it for tonight, and we'll continue this combat next session.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, get off me.
Nothing about this is the way I thought it would go, and it's so good. So good. I love playing this game. All right. So I guess we will do our little closing, and let's remind everyone who you are. Silver.
Hi, everybody. I am Silver_Bulette. You can find me here as such, as well as over on YouTube. as Silver_Bulette, where you can find a backlog of capes and caverns. We have a full season 1 of my Dungeons and Dragons, but make it superheroes thing. So you can go enjoy that. And also we're into season 2 now. We're trying to get a time to get back to that. It's supposed to be Mondays at 8:30 p.m. But the last time we tried to hold a session, it instead became an impromptu recording for my podcast, All the Web's a Stage, which we recorded the first chapter, the first act of a play that I wrote a year ago called The Ghost of Gill Manor. So that should be coming out soon. You can find All the Web's a Stage wherever fine podcasts are sold. So that's me.
Awesome. Levi.
Hello, I'm Levi. I've been your Renfield for this evening. I will. You may find me at Levi Phipps 97 on Twitter, like the jeans at bluesky.social, and Levi-Phipps.itch.io for some design stuff. It's mostly playbooks right now. It's probably still going to be playbooks for a little bit, but I do have other things in the works. I might actually publish a thing this year. Who knows? I don't. That's me.
Awesome. Tara.
Hello. You can't really find a way to communicate with me on the internet. I'm nowhere. I study cryptography algorithms, and I'm writing a book about Merlin Hendricks. So yeah, most of my life is anonymous or
Utterly
that's
valid.
me.
Jaden.
Hey, I am Soliloquy Jaden. You can find me most places under the username Fat Sapphic Bro. I mostly hang out on TikTok and make a variety of random content and keep an intentional weight loss free space, which is lovely in the new year. So come hang out with me.
Awesome. And I'm Archangelic. You can find me here Sunday nights at 7:30 running this game. For these wonderful people here. Thank you, wonderful people. You can also find many links for me on my website, archangelic.space. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. The link is in our link tree, which I will post again, and it's in the description for the channel. Actually, it might not be. I need to deal with that. We also have a podcast version of this game. Just search Era of the Dragons wherever you get your podcasts. And lastly, thank you .user for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you again for tuning in. We love you, and we hope to see you next week. Bye, y'all.